Greetings from a snowy, blustery Manitoulin Island, and welcome to Parkinson's Disease Recovery is Possible. I'm Fred Phillips, and I'm a person living with the symptoms of Parkinson's. And contrary to conventional thought, I believe recovery is possible. And this video series is about my journey, what I've learned along the way, and the protocol and daily regimen that I've developed to help me recover my health. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that affects a lot of people living with the symptoms of Parkinson's, and that has to do with sleep deprivation, sleep difficulties, and so on. There are a number of reasons why people have difficulty sleeping, both motor and non-motor causes. In terms of motor causes, things like tremoring, restless leg syndrome, and general physical discomfort, making it difficult to sleep. And in terms of non-motor causes, the two most common are anxiety and depression. I'm pleased to tell you that most nights I sleep really well. I get between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. And although I wake up frequently during the night, in terms of like once a night that is, to go to the bathroom, generally speaking, I go right back to sleep. So generally speaking, I sleep really well. And there are a number of reasons why I sleep well. And the number one reason I believe has to do with belief. I believe I'm going to recover my health. And that goes a long way towards minimizing and eliminating anxiety and depression, which I think are two of the major causes why people have difficulty sleeping. I also exercise every day. It's a proven fact that exercise helps us get a good night's sleep. So I have a good balance of cardiovascular exercises. I walk and every day, or I ride my bike in the summer. I do strength exercises. I lift weights. I do stretches. I do balancing exercises. I do core exercises. I do a lot of push-ups and stomach crunches. And I do energy cultivation exercises, mainly through the practice of Qigong. And so this combination of exercises really helps me to sleep well. Thirdly, I have a daily regimen of activities, including writing, blogging, and making videos, which gives me a sense of purpose, which again helps to minimize anxiety and depression. At night, at bedtime, I take some supplements. I take CBD oil, which helps again to minimize anxiety. I take 1 to 2 milliliters of a 1 to 20 formula. That's 1 milligram of THC and 20 milligrams of CBD in a milliliter of oil. I also take magnesium biglycinate, which is is sort of a sleep aid. It helps with sleep. And I take Natural Factors Stress Relax Serenity Formula. I take 2 capsules. And Stress Relax Serenity Formula contains ashwagandha, which again helps to minimize anxiety. In addition to supplements, I minimize my fluid intake for an hour or two before bedtime, so that minimizes the number of times I may have to get up in the night to go to the bathroom. Something I sort of stumbled on recently, a few months ago that is sleeping without covers. I don't recall what made me think of it, but I started sleeping without covers. So I put on a pair of socks and I wear a long sleeve fleece top when I go to sleep. And it's really made a difference. It helps me sleep. I guess it's not having to struggle to move around with the covers on top of me that makes a difference, but it really does help me sleep better. I also have a gratitude practice. Every night after I climb into bed, I give thanks and express appreciation for all the goodness I have in my life and all the goodness I want in my life. And I think this helps me to get a good night's sleep as well. And finally, I recently started practicing something that I learned through Dr. Andrew Huberman, who's a neuroscientist and professor at Stanford University. And that has to do with getting morning sunlight, getting exposure to morning sunlight. You don't have to look directly into the sun. In fact, that's not really a good idea because it'll hurt your eyes. But just getting exposure to morning sunlight. And what that does is it helps to kickstart our circadian rhythms. That's our 24-hour clock. So that approximately 16 hours later, our brain starts to secrete melatonin, and melatonin is the hormone that helps us to sleep better. So this combination of 8 things that I do, I believe, goes a long way towards helping me to get a good night's sleep. And I hope you find this information helpful. If you do and you like this video series, please hit the subscribe button below, or hit the notification button if you'd like to receive notifications of future broadcasts. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you have any questions or if you'd like to share your own experiences, please see my email below. Thank you so much for joining in. And we'll see you next time. And in the meantime, have a great day. May you be healthy and may you be content. Cheers.